The last one, 4.05 times 10. You've got to move your digits to the left. It would be 40.5 or 40.50. Okay? So next one, you had to do the opposite. So you needed to find what A was, because if A was 1, it would be 4 times 1 is 4. Take away 12, wouldn't be 80. So the 4A just means 4 lots of whatever that number is. 4 times whatever A is. So you needed to work your way backwards. So instead of taking away 12 from 80, you needed to add 12, which would make that 92. Then, instead of, so 4 lots of a number, 4 times something is 92. You need to do the opposite, which is divide. So 92 divided by 4, I think if I can get it in my head, is 23? 23. So then if you were then to do, if I show you my calculator up, I then do 4 times 23, so 4 times 23, to show you so you can see, 4 times 23 equals 92, and take away 12 is 80. So that's how it works. Okay? We'll leave the reasoning because it's quite tricky, and I'll let you keep from the go at it because I don't know if anyone got on to the reasoning. Okay. Hello to the children who've just come in. If you know someone's not on the call, maybe give them a message. Tell them you need to get yourself on the call. So today we are going to be doing, don't know what's going on in the chat, but it needs to stop, please. Thank you. How did you get on with those fluency questions? If you'd like to pop them in the chat. Don't know if my chat is slow or children just done. 4 out of 5, well done Dylan. 7 out of 7, well done Frankie. Hoping you've sent them and it's just my computer being a bit slow. 7 out of 7, well done Darlene. 6 out of 7, well done Josh. 6 out of 6, well done Bo. It's fantastic. Right, so today we're going to do some reading and then some English. After break, we're then going to keep going with our RE. We're not going to do any maths today, but we've done some maths this morning. So we're going to keep going with our RE. And then this afternoon, you've got Miss Miles this afternoon. I don't know what she's doing with you this afternoon. So, sorry guys, my chat is so slow. So if the children who are just generally having a chat can stop, that would be really appreciated because my computer is really slow today. Okay, you should be able to see a screen that says reading. Can you just let me know if you can, everyone? Fantastic, cheers, Leah. Make sure you put all of your, thank you guys. If you've, make sure you've got all of your pens and pencils with you, ready for today. And thank you to the children who popped stuff on Seesaw. It was so lovely yesterday. I'm going to read probably a couple out later, the couple of the best ones out. Hello.
So yesterday electric went out and obviously we had no Wi-Fi, so my tablet wasn't working. So I lost the lesson. I didn't know what type of poem we were doing, so I just done it across deck.
Have you seen what I wrote back to you on Seesaw?
No, I haven't checked.
No, that's why you don't know that I replied. And I said, Acrostics are still really cool poems, and Wi-Fi is so annoying. Well done, Sky. And then, because we all think you're amazing, Miss Profits even commented, I agree, well done, Sky. But you don't know because you didn't bother to look, did you?
Sorry.
That's fine. Quick starter to get your brains warmed up this morning. I've got a poster here. It says, work the night shift on Mars's moon. Work the night shift on Mars's moon. So where is the astronaut? What's he stood on? What planet is that in the background? Now, you're only going to figure that out if you read the words. And what is the purpose of this post? What's the purpose of this poster? So is it persuading, informing, or entertaining? So work the night shift on Mars's moon. We should know what Mars is. Let me know when you're done.
Done.
Brilliant.
Should we explain?
Nope. Only on the last one.
Okay.
Dylan's done. Can you please let me know if you're done in the chat or unmute?
I'm done.
Brilliant. Cheers, Tia. Give you 30 more seconds.
Done.
Oh, cheers, Liam. Okay, let's go through then. So, Tia, where is the astronaut? Where is the astronaut?
On the moon.
Yeah, good. He's on the moon. Well done. He is clearly on a white moon. Fantastic. What planet is in the background? Let's go for Georgia. Georgia, is your mic working today? Nope. Let's go Bo.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Georgia. What planet's in the background?
Jupiter?
Good try, not Jupiter. Look at the words that are in. I can see why you might have thought Jupiter because it's that colour. Look at the words that are in the text.
Mars?
Good go, yeah. So that's Mars in the background, and that's one of Mars's moons, okay? So yeah, the planet in the background is Mars. And what is the purpose of this poster? Is it persuading you to do something? Is it informing you about something? Or is it entertaining you? Let's have a little vote in the chat. So do you think it's persuading, informing, or entertaining? And vote for the one that you think it is. So they should be in the chat now. Got 3 kids who have voted on my screen, or 4. From the children who voted, I've only got about 7 votes, so cheers. If you can't vote, you can write it in the chat. It is persuading. It's persuading. So it says work the night shift on Mars's moon. It's asking you to do something. So it's trying to persuade you by saying, look at the moon, look at the Mars's moon. It's quite good. I've got loads of votes have now come in. Bro, yes, persuade. We're going to do a bit on purpose tomorrow, okay? Let's crack straight onto today's lesson. So, what do I mean by language? What do I mean by language? Would anyone like to pop their hand up and explain to everyone what we mean by language? We do this every week. Liam, what do I mean by language?
Like what the author chose to make the writing down.
Yeah, good. He's chosen what though? He's chosen the world. Say the world.
No, I don't know.
What's he chosen? He's chosen specific
words.
Words. Good boy. Well done. So I've still got children coming in. So the language is the words he's using. So language is the words that are used in a text. Even as adults, we do not know every word when we're reading, and we have to make predictions about what the words might mean, okay? So there is a few multiple choice to just warm up those brains a little bit more, especially as some children are a little bit late today. So you've got some words that are bold. Remember, bold is where they stand out. I'm just going to mute whoever's making all that noise. Thank you. 3 sentences there. Can you think about what the bold word means? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to look at the 3 options, they're multiple choice, and you're going to swap them in. So it says Jonathan was reluctant to ride his bike after he fell and broke his arm the last time he cycled. So does it mean angry? Jonathan was angry to ride his bike. Does it mean unwilling? Jonathan was unwilling to ride his bike. Or does it mean Jonathan was annoyed to ride his bike? Think about what reluctant means, okay? So number 1 is Jonathan was reluctant to ride his bike after he fell and broke his arm the last time he cycled. The students were very fond of the gentle guide dog that visited the classroom. The twin girls were identical with the same height, hair colour and eye colour. Can you think about what those 3 words mean, please? One's in bold. So you could just write the letters, or you could write reluctant means, however you'd like to do it. Dylan, you're done. Superstar. Brilliant. Right, let's go and see. Let's just ask some children and see if their microphones work. Kyla, do you want to do the first one? What does the word reluctant mean?
Want to?
Volunteer?
No, don't want to. Like, don't want to.
Oh, you don't want to answer? I can't really hear what she's saying. Do you just want to say a letter, Kyla? A, B, or C?
B.
B, good. Reluctant means unwilling. So if you're reluctant to do something, it means it means you really don't want to do that. So be unwilling. The students were very fond of the gentle guide dog that visited the classroom. So does fond mean have a liking for? Were they scared of it, or were they feeling bored? Let's go for Niall. What do you think of that one? Niall's mic work today? Or Poppy? Niall or Poppy, are you there? Or Ronnie? No one seems to be here today. Or Samira?
Having a lot.
Yeah, good. It means that if you're fond of something, it means you like it. So it's A, having a liking for. And the next one, Joshua, the twin girls are identical. What does identical mean?
Exactly the same.
Yeah, good. They're exactly the same. I'm friends with someone who's an identical twin, and they were in the same year group as me, and it was a really big school, and there was 5 classes in a year group. So obviously we have 2 classes in a year group. There was 5 classes in the year group, and what they did for April Fool's Day was they swapped classes. So they swapped classes and didn't tell the teacher. How funny is that? Good. Well done. There's 3 out of 3. Right. There's another 3 for you to do on the next page. Number 4, after attending extra sessions and spending more time studying, Derek's test scores began to improve. After a long night of studying, Lena stumbled out of bed grumpily and grumbled about her upcoming maths test to her mum. Jamie was impressed with the bargain he got on his new television after he found 2 coupons and paid less than half price than the original. So what does the word improve mean? What does the word grumbled mean? And what does the word bargain mean? Excuse me. Mike went on mute, that's fine. Don't write them in the chat, write them in your books, guys. Don't write them in the chat, write them in your books because you're telling everyone the answers then. Okay. Are we done?
Yeah.
Cool. Right, let's go for a beer. What does the word improve mean?
Improve means
Get better. Yeah, good girl. Well done. Get better. Fantastic. Let's go for the next one. Let's go. Kyla, do you want to answer that one because your mic's on and off? Nope. Dylan, what does grumbled mean? Sing happily, complained and murmured, talked non-stop.
Complained.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so she stumbled out of bed and complained about her maths test. Good. Well done, Dylan. And then the last one, Frankie, do you want to do the last one? Jamie was impressed with the bargain that he got on his new television.
C.
C, yeah, surprisingly cheap. So if you get a bargain, it's something really cheap, okay? My cousin loves a bargain. When he was younger, I remember he used to come to the supermarket with us and he used to just pick up anything he wanted and say it was a bargain and put it in my mum's trolley when she wasn't looking. So we'd get to the till and there'd be like hundreds of pounds worth of stuff and it's like, no, we don't want this stuff. Well done. I hope you got 6 out of 6 on that. Let me know. You know how you got on. It was out of 6 in total. 5 out of 6. Well done, Frankie. Well done, Violet. Well done, Joshua. Remember, if your well done, Sky. If your microphone doesn't work, you need to use the chat function so I know you are alive, well, and kicking. Good. They were quite easy-ish ones, so anything over 5 is amazing. Right, we're thinking about words now that we might not know. So, the vampire hated being exposed to the sunlight. Let's have a look at this sentence here with a picture clue. The vampire hated being exposed to sunlight. What do you think the word exposed means? You can write it in the chat and then we might have someone unmute. I love vampires. I wish I was a vampire.
Same here.
Watch this really good TV program about vampires and witches. Hi.
Is your mic on? No, not your mic on. Your face cam on because I can see you.
Can you not see my screen?
No.
So in the right-hand corner, next to the chat, on the left of the chat, can you see a little screen?
It says sharing in progress. Sharing in progress.
Okay, maybe leave and come back then.
Okay.
Cool. Let's have a look. So we've got visible, exposed where you say something to embarrass them, seen by, unprotected. Cool, let's have a look. Yeah, it means visible, not covered up. So they hate being visible to the sunlight, which is why vampires, guys, sleep during the day. They sleep in coffins during the day. Tell a quick joke. What do you get? Pardon?
Actually, vampires don't sleep.
How do you know?
They don't breathe either.
Well, that's nice pants. Shall I tell you a joke?
What?
Right, what do you get if you cross a vampire and a teacher?
A very lame joke.
You get a blood test.
That is just super. Is that like a dad joke or something?
It's not a dad joke because I don't have kids. You go and tell your parents later. I'm sure they'll be lovely to you and laugh. And they'll be like, oh my God, my child is so funny. And you'll be like, yeah, I know, because I've got the best teacher in the world.
I told my mum the one about chocolate.
You've told your mum, and I bet she's literally picking herself up off the floor laughing.
No, I told my mum a dad joke, and I told her it, and she was like, what are you?
Well, you should be playing Time for Roblox Stars instead.
I've got a joke.
No, we'll do jokes later. Right, next time. Oh God, we've got a boxer match here. Josh was a formidable. Oh, Josh, this one's about you. Josh was a formidable opponent. The opponent is who you're going against. He is fast and had a strong punch. That sounds like our Josh, doesn't it? What does the word formidable mean? What imagine you get punched in the face? Look, I'm bleeding.
Can I tell my joke now?
No.
Oh.
You should be thinking about what the word formidable means.
But I've already done it.
Good. Well, yeah, thank you. Brilliant. Abir, I'd love to hear from the children who are just sat there not saying anything. Okay, let's have a look and see what it might mean. So, formidable hints at someone being competitive or someone who will cause conflict. So, if you've put feared or harmful or kind of powerful in a way. You're kind of on the right lines, okay? So it was a tricky one. So saying that Josh was a sort of competitive, dangerous person. He is fast and had a strong punch. So powerful, you're on the right line. So well done on that one. Right, now to made up words. The builder picked up his dactyl to take down the shelf. What might the word dactyl mean? So the builder picked up his dactyl to take down the shelf. This isn't a real word, but use the clues. What might a dactyl be? Got a good guess from a beer there. Anyone want to unmute and say what they think it might be? Chels?
Like a toolkit?
Maybe like a toolkit, maybe something like that. Yeah, Cohen, your hands up. Esma?
Driver?
Yes, it's obviously some sort of tool, isn't it? Because you need to take the shelf down. So it could be a hammer, it could be a screwdriver, it could be a tool of something, a sledgehammer, because it's just not coming down. Good, well done. Let's have a look at this one. Melanie missed him so much. She began to prendle. Prendle, God, Melanie, come on, get alive. What might prendle mean then if she's... If you top it up and it's next, it looks like Alpard.
You are my absolute favourite teacher, but my absolute weirdest teacher.
I don't know if that's a compliment or not, so I'm just going to do what any good teacher would do, and I'm going to mute you. Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Cry, good. Melanie missed him so much, so she began to cry. Good, fantastic, well done. Right, on to today's lesson. There's a couple of texts I've done here for you with some made up words that we're going to figure out what they might mean today. So this is a note to a head teacher. This is a note to a head teacher. So basically, Sharon sneppled her nose. There was lots of crimson tesset everywhere, and it stained the carpet really badly. Then Sharon took out her lamada and threatened to call her dad to get her to snepple her nose again. And after they'd finished their day at Isarelli, that's when I say after to get him. Okay, so there's some made up words now. Can you find all the made up words? So I'll read it to you again. So basically, Sharon sneppled her nose. There was loads of crimson, think about crimson's a colour, tesset everywhere, and it stained the carpet really badly. Then Sharon took out her lamada and threatened to call her dad to get him to snepple her nose again after they'd finished their day at Isarelli. Now, can you find the made up words, please? Off you go. Can you find them? Write them down in your book. How many are there? I think it's 1, 2, 4 words. 4 made up words. Abir's got them. Good. We're not saying what they mean, please, Frankie. We are finding what they are.
Mr. Faker, well, I can't see the screen, but I can see you.
Then I mean, the screen is either in the bottom right-hand corner.
Oh, yeah, I got it now. Thank you.
So, guys, if you can't see a screen, it might be that you're in the bottom corner, like there. So that you just need to click on it, okay? So, how many? Abir's the only one done by the sound of it.
It's in there.
Somebody grab.
Yesterday night.
Sorry.
On the desk, baby.
Good. Right. Let's see if you found them. So there was sneppled, tesset, lamada, Snepple, which is obviously from the word sneppled, and Isarelli, okay? So now I'd like you to think about what is going on in here. Can you try and figure out what these words mean? So basically, Sharon sneppled her nose, and there was loads of crimson. What colour is crimson, guys?
Red.
Good poem. And
Red.
it's a really dark red. So there's loads of crimson tesset everywhere, and it's stained the carpet really badly. Then Sharon took out her lamada and threatened to call her dad to get him to snepple her again after they'd finished their day at Isarelli. Now think about Isarelli. If this was a note to a head teacher, so think about what that means, okay? I'm going to give you 3 minutes to be specific, okay? No, not to answer these questions. And remember, on question 3, it says, what is a lamada? Be specific.
I finished.
Bro.
Same.
Bro, so I'm just doing something on the register just because I've forgot to put someone in, and I don't want Mrs. K to call someone and then their parent to be like, oh my god, they're online already. So okay, right, let's go. So basically, Sharon sneppled her nose. What has evil Sharon done? What has evil Sharon done? Let's go to some children. Right, hang on. What's going on in the chat? I'm waiting in the lobby. I know you're waiting in the lobby, Dylan. I'm waiting to let you in.
I'm here now.
Oh, Brill. Thank you, Mr. Patient. Let's go to Liam. What's Sharon sneppled her nose? What's she done?
I think it means like blow your nose.
So Sharon's blown her nose.
Yeah.
So Sharon's gone up to someone and blown their nose. As in blow with a tissue, like.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever got blown someone else's nose? Liam.
Yeah.
Have a think. Does anyone agree? Anyone disagree?
I disagree.
A bear, what do you think?
I think snapped means pierced.
So pierced, okay. Anyone agree? Anyone disagree?
Disagree.
Esma, what do you think?
Maybe waxed.
Maybe waxed, okay. Anyone else got anything? Let's see what's going on in the chat. Josh, what do you think?
I think cut.
Yes, it's really interesting when you write these, because I write these and I think, oh, it's so obvious, and then it's like, actually, it's quite interesting when everyone's got. So scratched her nose. Yeah. She's done something to her nose that has made it bleed. Done something to her nose that's made it bleed. So you could whack. It could be wax, but really hard, obviously. So blown. I'm not sure if it would be blown. I don't know how many people know, Liam, who go around and blow someone else's nose. I don't think I've blown anyone's nose before and gone, here's a tissue. So she's done something to make her nose what?
Break.
Bleed. Good, well done.
Bleed.
So yeah, it could be kicked, it could be punched, it could be cut. She's done something. So that's what snapped means. And there was loads of crimson tesset everywhere. So everyone, what is tesset? Unmute in 3, 2, 1, go.
Blood.
A lot of blood.
Yeah, good. So there's everywhere and it's stained. Then Sharon took out her lamada. Now, what is a lamada? Be specific.
So.
What kind of phone? Is it a dial-up telephone? What kind of phone is it? Begins with an M, Esma.
Mobile?
Yeah, a mobile phone. Good. It's a mobile phone. Good, because she's taken it out of somewhere. And then she's called her dad and got her dad to threaten. She's called her dad and she said she's going to get him to snap or to wax or to cut or to kick her again after they finish their day at Isarelli. Now, what is Isarelli? Let's write it in the chat, this one. Let's not call it out. What's an Isarelli? Yeah, she can get some water. Water doesn't have an R in it, though. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 children who are participating. Come on, guys. Okay, yeah, correct answer. It is school, and we know it's school because on the previous note it said this was a note to a head teacher, so that's obviously where she's been all day. Right, another one for you, and that will take us to the end of the lesson. Okay. So, can you find the made-up words in this note from Mum? So this is a note from Mum, okay? So I'm going to read it to you. Like just all you're doing is you're not defining them. You're not going to write them in the chat. You are going to see if you can find the made-up words as I read them to you. So, I've lost my cursor. There it is. So have a think about what the made-up words are. So, hi guys, I'm off on Yazara with Helen for the week. We have to leave at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. God, I cannot wait for some sunshine. These things have to be done. If not, you will all be in big smelteska. Number 1, take Vinelli to the vets. She has to have her whiskers checked for nits. Number 2, Drev the Jessera. It is nearly summer and we will be having people round to sit in the garden. Number 3, Plex the Carmenders for the spare bedroom. Aunt Pauline stayed in there last week and she really smells. They need to be fresh. See you soon. Lots of hugs and peaches. Mum. Kiss, 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 kiss. Kiss, 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 kiss. Okay, so can you find the made up word or phrases in there? So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8 made up words, but about 2 of them are phrases, okay? So have a go at seeing if you can find them. I really need some more children to start using the chat, especially I'm going to list off some names now who I've not heard anything from. Caitlin Staples, I haven't heard anything from you, really. Darcy, I haven't heard lots from you today. Darlene, I know you've commented once, but I need a bit more, please. Harvey, haven't heard anything from you. I've had a little bit from Freya. Caitlin Noble, I've had a little bit from you. Leah, haven't heard anything from you. Lewis, haven't heard anything from you. Maisie, haven't heard anything from you, but I know your chat doesn't work or your mic, so can you try and fix that during half term, please? Had a bit from Niall, haven't heard anything from you, Poppy, or you, Ronnie, or you, Summer, but I know you've just come on. And I've had a little bit from Violet. So those children need to get a bit more involved because there's no point really. Okay, let's go. Let's see if you found them all. So, the made-up words were, right, hi guys, right, I'm off on Yazara, made-up word, Yazara, with Helen for a week. We have to leave at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. God, I cannot wait for some sunshine. So she's written this note to her family, okay? She's written the note to her family. These things have to be done. If not, you will all be in big smelteska. Smelteska was a made-up word. Take Vinelli to the vets. Vinelli was a made-up word. Drev the Jessera. So Drev and Jessera were made-up words, but they create a phrase. Plex the Carmenders was a phrase, and peachy teas, okay? So you've got 6 questions there. So have another read of the notes, and Mum has written it to her family. So what is Yazara? Where is Mum going with Helen, and what kind of place might it be? So what is a Yazara? What does the word smelteska mean? So if all of this isn't done, they'll be in big smelteska. What kind of animal is Vinelli? So we know Vinelli is an animal because it's got to go to the vet, but what kind of animal is it? Use the clues. What job or chore? So Mum's written a list of jobs that need doing. What job or chore is Drev the Jessera? So what's she asking them to do? What job or chore? It's another job she's been asked. Is Plex the Carmenders. So what job is they asked? So Plex the Carmenders from the spare bedroom. So something that you would be a job that you do in a bedroom. Aunt Pauline stayed in there last week and she really smells and they need to be fresh. So think about what the job might be. And what does the word peachy teas mean? Okay, so I'll give you 5 minutes to do that and then we'll go through them.
I don't understand Plex the Carmendas.
So it says, Plex the Carmendas from the spare bedroom. So what is something that you would, it's a job you do in a bedroom. So it's something to do with the bedroom. Aunt Pauline stayed in there last week and she really smells. They need to be fresh. So think about something in a bedroom that needs to be fresh.
Oh.
So it's not just look at the words. You need to read each bit and really think about the clues. Okay.
I finished.
Well.
I'm stuck on number 4.
So Drev the Jessera. So Drev the Jessera. It's nearly summer and we will be having people around to sit in the garden. So something, so they're going to have people around to sit in the garden. So they're going to be sat down in the garden. And this job needs doing because it's nearly the summer. So think about, firstly, what might people sit on in the garden, Liam?
Like chairs and benches.
Yeah. Or if they can't afford that, what might they just sit on?
The grass.
So then now you've got a clue there. Think about what Drev the Jessera might be.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 1 more minute. Cohen is finished. Yay. Yes, of course you can leave, Bo. Don't need to ask that. Well done. Yep, good girl. Brill, I've got some children done.
Done.
Brill, just sorting something out on a register. And these registers are driving up the wall. Okay, let's go through then. So, what is a Yazara then? Should we use the chat for this one? What is a Yazara? Yazara. Right, I'm off on a Yazara with Helen for the week. Yeah, good. They're off on a trip or a holiday. Good. And someone whose microphone works, what kind of holiday might they be going on? Sky.
A summer holiday, because it said that it's going to be really sunny there.
Yeah, good. So they're going somewhere. So I like Freya's put maybe a safari. That's a really nice idea, Freya. So they're going somewhere where it's going to be hot. Okay. Good. So it could be any kind of holiday. Good. And she's written to the family and said, these things have to be done. And if not, you will all be in big smelteska. What do we think that word means? Let's go for Ronnie. Your hands up. They're going to be in big what?
Trouble.
Yeah, good. So smelteska meant trouble. If they don't get this all done, they're going to be in big, big trouble. I know my mum always says that. My mum always gets really annoyed. She's like, says to me, she's like, Guy, you need to do this job. And then she says to my brother, Joe, she's like, Joe, you need to do this job. And then she says to my dad, she says, John, you need to do this job. And we're all like, for goodness sake, mother, be quiet. And then we are really scared of her, so we just get going and do it. Right. So then there's a list of jobs that they need to do. Number 1, take Vanelli to the vets. She has to have her whiskers checked for nits. Let's write in the chat, what animal do we think a Vanelli is? I've just seen Cohen's written caravan. I thought it meant that Vanelli's a caravan. I don't think Vanelli is. Yeah, good. It's a cat. Or as Josh would say, cat. It's a cat because it's got whiskers. Good. Next one. What job do we think Drev the Jesserer is? So they need to Drev the Jesserer. It's nearly summer and we will be having people around to sit in the garden. What do we think Drev the Jesserer means? Do you want to pop that one in the chat? Georgia, a rhino?
You've got to put a ball in place.
I love how Georgia's put a rhino. That's really made me laugh. Okay. Yeah, good. Drev the Jesserer means cut the grass. Okay, it says it's nearly summer and we'll be having around for people to sit in the garden. So, or even if they've got chairs, if the grass is like up to here, you'll be like sat in a chair, like all of that. So it means cut the grass or mow the lawn. I can see why you put move the chairs, but I was thinking more cut the grass. Plex the Carmendas from the spare bedroom. Aunt Pauline stayed in there last week and she really smells. They need to be fresh. What job do we think Plex the Carmendas is? Well, the bin men have come. Good, especially well done to Shailene as well, who's just come straight on the call a bit late and is just getting involved. So big well done to Shailene. If you've just come on, you can still have a look and see what we're doing. So yeah, it means wash the bed sheets. Aunt Pauline came, she stinks, mate. And no one's going to want to stay in her smelly sheets, are they? So it means wash the sheets. Good. See you soon. Lots of love, lots of hugs and pichitis. What does that word mean? That's really quite simple. If everyone wants to unmute and tell me in 3, 2, 1.
Kisses.
Yeah, lots of hugs and kisses. Good. So that one was out of 6. How did you get on that one?
6 out of 6.
Yay! Can everyone please stop sending kisses in the chat?
6 out of 6.
Yeah.
5 out of 6.
Well done.
4 out of 6.
Good.
Oscar, you researched Earth, so you're going to write your report.
Tia, your hands up. You okay?
I've got lots of blue notifications coming up on the side, but I've tried to do what everyone else has done, but it don't come up. Do not disturb.
Okay, so you need to. So if you leave, you could leave. I can. So on mine it says you're in a call. So if you go on to the main chat and click on it and make sure it says do not disturb. Maybe you haven't clicked it properly, I don't know.
Oh yeah, it just come up.
Because on mine, I can figure out, so on mine it says you're in a call. Mine, if you hover on the participants list, mine says presenting at the moment, but obviously then when I stop presenting it will then go on to do not disturb, so just double check. Right, well done, yay! Right, reading is over for today. I'm loving reading at the moment, it's so much fun. Although we do need another funny story about Miss Prophet, I completely agree. So, can you see a new screen?
Yeah.
The poems you've put on Seesaw have been so lovely. Really, really lovely. I thought I'd just read a couple out that were brilliant. This one was lovely. I won't tell you who they are, but so don't if someone doesn't want me to read them out. But this was an I Want to Paint poem yesterday that I think was probably one of my favourites. I said, I want to paint chubby cats that eat donuts, a superhero I made up, 25 crocodiles and a ridiculous rhino. It's a bit blurry to read. I want to paint a toilet roll castle, pink pigeons in the shed, dancing dogs in Asda, and 4 giant Jaffa cakes. I thought that was really nice. It was just so out of the box. I do apologise to the child if that's not what they wrote, but it is a bit blurry. So I thought that was a really, really funny poem. I'll see if there's any more that really stood. Some of them weren't that clear to see. Then we did the Inside My Head poems. This was a nice one. Inside my head is a football waiting to be kicked in the goal. Inside my head is a crown just an inch away from reach. And inside my head is a calming record on repeat. That one is lovely. Right, Sky, why have you randomly sent a photo of a cat with a daisy on their head?
I actually do not know.
It was very cute, but it is a bit annoying.
Sorry.
And now it's frozen my computer, Sky. Cheers.
He just left the call.
He left. Just leave. He said my poem. I don't like it.
Right, I'm back. I heard Joshua say, I heard you read my poem. I thought it was brilliant. You annoyed I read it?
No. And you did say all of it right as well.
Did I? Good. Right, cheers, Sky. I blame you for the reason why I had to leave.
Hi, everyone.